Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Monday night business opportunity call. And you know what? This call is being renamed. It is being renamed Transforming Health to Wealth. And that is going to come out in July. We're also going to change our Zoom address just to the regular Zoom address. And we are going back to meeting because I miss seeing everybody's face on this webinar. So that is going to be changing with our first call in July. So that's a little bit of housekeeping. I am so excited to be here tonight with our special guests. That is Allison Lester and Jared Curtis. They are brand new crowns who just achieved the leadership rank, the phenomenal leadership rank in our business of Crown at the end of May after attending Diamond Club. So we got to spend the weekend together mid-month, and wow, boom, they did it at the end of the month. They're also, and I have to note, they are our very first crowns from Canada. So another huge congratulations, because for a little while things were, and they still are, can be a little challenging to bring in the products, get the products there, you know, all of that stuff with going in to a different country, and you guys mastered that. So I want to say a huge congratulations. You're so inspiring. We can't wait to get to your story here in just a moment. Before we jump in to Allison and Jared's story, I just want to share a little bit about myself and, you know, why I'm here. I'm here because I'm a person who likes to help people. And I think Allison and Jared are the same way. I think most of you listening on this line are the same. I'm a person that wants to help people. I'm a person that when I feel like I know something, I have a responsibility to share. You know, I'm so grateful that my business partner and friend, David Sandoval, felt that same way almost 30 years ago when I first met him, when he felt a responsibility to carefront me, to confront me with care and compassion about a health challenge that I was having. He carefronted me about a physical challenge I was having, but what he didn't realize is there were so many other challenges beneath the surface. And when he taught me about a food philosophy, when he introduced me to the power of green foods and this food philosophy that we still teach today, and it goes like this: the quality of food that you eat equals the quality of life that you live. Now, I'd never heard of anything like this before. It was completely new. But when I applied that philosophy to my life and I began to consume a green drink on a three times a day, amazing things happened, not only to my physical health, but my mental health, my self-esteem, the way I felt about myself. And instead of slamming doors on opportunity and wanting to hide, I decided that I was opening doors. This experience was so profound for me that I needed to get out of my comfort zone, and I needed to share this with other people because I wasn't the only one suffering. I certainly wasn't the only one suffering with a physical situation, and I certainly was not the only one suffering with lack of self-esteem and lack of purpose. Well, I found that self-esteem and I found that purpose, and I have poured it into Perium for the last almost 30 years. And it is our goal, it's our vision, it's our purpose to get these impactful, transforming foods into as many hands, as many bodies, as many lives as possible, so we can take away that unnecessary suffering, whether it be physical, emotional, mental, And that is what we're doing. And we have an army of health warriors led by this amazing couple here in Canada. They're one of our top leaders in the company, and they are doing just that. So again, I want to congratulate you. You guys are doing an incredible job. You're so inspiring. Congratulations, and thank you so much for being on with us today. How are you feeling?
I am feeling so grateful and honored to be on this call with you, Amy. I remember hearing these first calls when I was first getting started, and I thought I could never, I mean, I just actually, I read your book. Taz gave me your book really early on, and it was just the most inspired. You are one of my most inspiring mentors in this world. So thank you so much, Amy. It's just such an honor to be here.
Oh, well, thank you. That means so much to me. Well, I want to get to your story. Everyone listening wants to get to your story. So, typically we start the calls with tell us what you were doing before Perium came into your life. How did Perium come into your life, and what has shifted and transformed since? So I know that there's a lot in your story, and I'm just gonna turn it over to you guys and let you share.
Okay, I'll start with because I got into Perium first. Well, it came to me. I was struggling with mental health issues for a very long time. I dealt with learning disabilities from a very young age and was medicated and had very low self-esteem. And, I think that led me to a lot of just downward situations. It led me to a lot of low self-esteem, which led me to bad things, which it was a domino effect. And I ended up getting diagnosed with depression, anxiety, bipolar just a few years ago. And I was working, but not really in purpose, feeling really lost and feeling like I was slipping through the cracks of everything. As a new mother, I struggled a lot with lack of community and lack of support, and lack of having the village to raise I was like, I can't do this alone. And Jared was working very long hours. He was in the film industry, and I was working part-time, but I was never able to see myself really making a big contribution to it, like financially. When this came into my life, Taz, who I know is here, and I'm so grateful for every single day, she reached out to me, and she saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. I wanted to, so I had gone plant-based, and like you said, when we know something is working, we have to share with the world. So I was out there, out of my comfort zone, sharing, and maybe not in the most effective way. I was very emotional and very, but I was sharing about being plant-based, and I was sharing about the why I thought this was, something that people needed to try for themselves. And so it was Taz who introduced this to me, and it was introduced in a way that was very empowering. She, shared with me, her being herself was very empowering, to be very honest, just the way you are very empowering just by being, because I could see her going out of her comfort zone to talk to me, and I can recognize her soul. And I saw, she empowered me to heal myself, really. I mean, she told me you can heal yourself, which was something. I was on 5 different medications at the time. I struggled with eczema as well. And so she was telling me, you can heal yourself. And that was just the most empowering type of message that I had ever received. And so I started. Jared wasn't on board yet, but through my transformation, he was inspired to try it himself. And I'll let him share.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks so much, Amy, for all your kind words. And yeah, super skeptical at the beginning. I knew that wheatgrass was powerful. I was able to try it when I worked at health food stores, but I can never get it consistently enough that it would actually make any difference. So I was interested in that. I was also very into soil health and soil regeneration, the technology behind that. And it turns out that these products have a lot in common. So we're using the same kind of science to repair the gut microbiome that they are for soil. So I got into it pretty reluctantly at first, and I didn't change what I was eating at all. Just added the green juice, added the biomedic, and pretty quickly I noticed some amazing benefits. My asthma and my allergies went away. I lost about 25 pounds of weight, and I could just really see that it was through consistency is how we got there. And it made it really easy to be consistent, which I loved. So now we share with the whole fam, as you can see.
I love that. Well, when I first seen you get started, and I don't even know, a few years ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, who is this awesome lady on social media? And I remember talking to you, and I was like, oh, are you like a influencer? Have you been doing this like a really long time? And you know, what was your answer to that?
Okay, that to you, it was to
well, I mean, just you know, I thought when you first started that you had been in the social media game for a long time. And because I really liked your posts, and you were very engaging and you were very transparent. And I just remember, I don't remember where I bumped into you or if it was on a Zoom, but I asked you because I thought you were vastly experienced at this. And the answer that I got back from you, I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, I had no experience with any of this. This is all new, like I mean, Taz will like tell me now, she's like, what do you mean? I thought you were a pro when I met you. And I was like, I had zero self-esteem. I did not see, I was really, really struggling. And I always knew I could do good in this world. I knew I had the potential deep down, but I didn't know what that vehicle was. So when Perium came into my life, it's like it fit like a glove. Everything about it aligned with my mission and my soul's purpose. And, actually I came into a team where I was a little intimidated. I was like, sort of, I guess because I came in without really under, Eric and Sonia and Melissa Hansen and all these people that were, to me, I was like, wow, like these people are professional. Like these are like, I could never be like this. I didn't see myself as being, successful at anything. But what I love about this is, really what I learned was if I didn't see myself, actually, I really saw myself in you, Amy. You're a really big inspiration to me. And the more I get to know your story, the more I just was bawling at your speech because it was just so, I really resonate. And it, I think it just, I seized the opportunity to the fullest because of how important it was. It was so important that I became successful. It was so important for the same reason, because you needed to show people like myself that they can be too. So I need to really, like, I knew it was non-negotiable for me to be wildly successful in this, because I needed to show other people who were my why is to show other people that, were never told they can amount to anything or never believed in themselves, that they can too. And so it was really important to me to to rise to the occasion. And I did that. And I was pushed out of my comfort zone every day by my amazing team. So.
Well, you're doing incredible work, and you've built an incredible team. And, if you are hearing about Perium for the very first time tonight, I want to encourage you to get back to the person who invited you on to this Zoom. They've got a special code for you. They can help you go to Perium enrollment perium.com, where you can join in. You can join in with us. We have a great offer going on right now that if you invest in yourself, if you make a commitment to one of our feature packages that's truly going to transform your life, transform your health, transform the way you feel about yourself, we're going to give you this business opportunity absolutely free, so you can get a code of your own and you can start sharing and paying it forward, just like Allison and Jared did. So let's talk a little bit, like, you're having these transformations, you know, physically you're feeling better, you know, you've dropped some weight, the self-esteem is coming, your social media has been amazing from the very get-go, and you've attracted so many people. So, but talk about when you made that shift that you were going to commit to the business, and this was going to go from like getting your products paid for to really, you know, leaning into this full time.
Yeah. Well, I knew from very early on, I had the vision. But I didn't yet have the support or the path. And Jared, when he caught the vision, was when I knew we were going to the very top, because I knew Jared was a missing piece. Jared is a huge reason why I'm as successful, because he did actually, it took some time at the beginning, but he was very supportive, and he also has skill sets that made us able to communicate better with. He has better social media skills that I had. What I have, I think that was really probably what you felt, is I'm very vulnerable. Like I can be radically vulnerable, because it's like, so my ego is dead. I'm already over it. Like, it's like, I know my purpose is so much bigger. And so I've been able to communicate from my heart, but I wasn't able to have the skills, the social media skills. But when we caught the vision was in 2020. We were, we won a trip to live in Belize on a plant-based community. And we were only able to do this because of our Perium business. We would have never even entertained, we wouldn't have never applied for this, amazing experience had we not had this. So it led us to so many miracles and blessings. When we read the 4-year career around that time, that really solidified our, the pathway and the vision and the bigger picture. And Jared, do you want to?
Yeah, it was honestly like I was reluctant as always. I'm thinking analytically and in linear terms, but you know, when you approach network marketing differently and see a bigger picture and just see all the perks of Perium in terms of as compared to other companies, I learned very quickly that this could skyrocket us and get us to our dream goals of building a retreat, homeschooling our kids, traveling whenever and as long as we want to, because of the perks. So with things like profit sharing, when we discovered that, that was a game changer for me. I was able to just shift away.
I have to say something. Okay, so 2020, New Year's 2020, I actually was, this was before Jared really leaned in. This is just before we went away and had this breakthrough. I had a breakdown. I almost quit my business. Even though I was committed to the products, I was like, it was like, I remember at that time, I was overexerted. I just didn't know how to, I couldn't go back. Actually, I should tell everyone this. I was director for 1.5 years. I was not fast. I couldn't get past director. And so I think I was asking for this little kick in the butt, but I called up Eric, or I messaged him and I said, I don't think I could do this business. I don't think I'm capable of this. Like, I don't think I can be successful at this. And Eric was so pivotal in, just taking the time to, just really encourage us to get and paint the picture for us. And he really gave us some of these pivotal visions, and so he gave us the vision that about, he told us about I think, it's so funny how we can hear things many times, but it was like when he said it that time, it really landed all of this information that I'd probably heard over and over again, but just like how, you know, basically like how simple it was really when you break it down to get to, it's just like get to diamond, then you're profit sharing, and then you're in this bracket, just get there. And it was just like, that was really pivotal for us. Yeah.
And just, yeah, stepping into a leadership role was really important, because I knew, I recognized that Allison had potential to lead, and she needs to be up on stage and sharing her story, because it is so important to empower younger people of any age, really, who were dealing with the same kind of issues. And if it's chalk it up to leaky gut or hormonal imbalances, all these chronic illnesses that people just quietly suffer with, they need a voice. And that's what Allison was providing. So all I'm here is just backing her up, and supporting her throughout that, so that, you know, we could help her share and then help others.
We became unstoppable when he came on. It became like something where it was like, it really is, if you can find one person in your life, because it doesn't have to be necessarily your partner. We call, like, it's like you have to call in, because we need, it's like it's just that sometimes just that having that, you know, other person perspective and other skill sets to you know, bind together. So yeah, it was
make good harmony together.
I love that. I get the goosebumps when you said you're unstoppable. You became unstoppable. And I think, you know, when you catch that fire, when you have that energy, that passion that stems from wanting to help others, wanting to help transform others' lives, and, you know, share these experiences. I mean, it is powerful. And, you know, when you were ready to hear it, you heard it from Eric. Eric was there. And that's incredible. That is what this kind of cycle of mentorship is all about. That's what this community is all about. And, you know, we love everyone here at Perium. Like you said, you were a director for over a year. You were probably getting your products paid for, you know, for over a year. And that's incredible.
Yeah, that was my goal. That was my only goal. When Taz asked me what my goals were, I was like, I just want my products to be paid for. You know, I couldn't see past that for so long. So it was my own blockages. She was like, go higher. And I was like, I can't. I couldn't imagine it.
Well, let's talk about that now. Let's talk about the time freedom you've created for yourself, the location freedom you've created for yourself. I haven't been on social media too much lately. I'm not sure where you are right now, but I know you spent a lot of time in California over the last several months. And, you know, I believe you are homeschooling now. So, I mean, talk about that. Talk about the shifts that have occurred for you, and juxtapose that to when you were maybe in the film industry or you were working part-time. You know, were you able to spend 3 months or however long you were here in California?
Never. You know, that's like, you know, we would take a week or two to go into the sun in the Montreal winters, and that was like, it was such a tease, you know. But we've been able, what the big shift is that we've been allowed to dream again, like really big. And we're so inspired by some of the other leaders here that, you know, we see Christina Armand, and you know, actually really early on, Taz showed me a live, I think it was Roxanne Ruby, and just these people that were living this, you know, it was so inspiring to me to see some of the earth warriors rising in the world, and what we could do. We could actually, you know, really do the work that I feel so deeply burning in my soul to do on this planet, is to leave, you know, like leave it better than when we entered it, you know. And we see atrocities everywhere. And if we, you know, we are able now to, like, you know, dream, we're able to create the life that we really want to have in alignment, to lead by example. Like, we want to, you know, regenerate soil and lead by example in that, and get to, you know, build community. And we're really just so excited about we talk all the time about building our dream home, our you know, our new earthship way of living that we know could duplicate. And we just want to, create a ripple in the world of what's possible. We want to lead the way by example of what's possible in this world.
And we always did really well when we were nomadic. And the sooner I shedded my linear money-making programming, where it was hours to dollars, where you book your vacation, your 2 weeks vacation for the year. Once I shed that, went into the discomfort of that, is when we really saw our lives transform. And what's so great about Perium is they pay you 5 times a month, and you could work from anywhere. All you need is your phone.
Yeah, we make more money when we're out. It's funny.
Yeah. We had all our boosts whenever we were traveling. So it just shows that it's it's traction marketing, and it's really, you just live your best life. You fill your cup, and then it overflows to share with others.
I love that. I love that. Well, again, if you are hearing about Perium for the very first time, we are building big in 2022. We want to help the maximum number of people that we possibly can. And to do that, we are building this army. We need more people to get on board with this message of hope, of transformation, of inspiration, of possibility. And so again, if you're hearing about Perium for the very first time, please get back with the person that invited you onto this call. They have a code for you. You can go to periumenrollment.com. Choose that featured pack that's right for you. Get going with that. You can get your business kit, your code, absolutely free. That typically is $199. You can get started tonight. We're running a little tight on time, but let's talk about those fast start bonuses, because I know you said you didn't go fast. So I'm going to guess you probably didn't collect many of the fast start bonuses, but what I bet you are collecting is the mentorship bonus, the matching on the Fast Start bonuses. So it's the Fast Start program that never expires. So talk a little bit about that.
Oh, well, we are absolutely fine tuning as we go, and more people are hitting all those fast starts now. It's almost like it's easy now. So it's just like amazing how it went from when we started feeling so daunting to once you just, maybe.
With anything, if you can get momentum quickly, your chances for success are much, much greater. So what we're doing is we have a great community that can help you get up on the bicycle, get through that awkward, clumsy first getting up part, so that you have momentum and you're seeing, residual income, passive income come in. And once you see that and recognize the possibilities, it's life-changing. You could really,
and it breaks the seal, because once you have one person do it, that's all we needed to see. We just had our Alice Carter hit faster from platinum, okay, with everything. So she didn't really get those same fast start bonuses there, but she showed us she made it within that time. Within 3 months, she made it to diamond. And to us, that was like the motivator to show us anyone can do this from anywhere. It's just like, it was really it unblocked that for us. And then everyone after, we've been helping more and more people do it.
Incredible. You guys are so inspiring. And, your story's so good. I didn't really talk about the pay plan, but your story is more important than that. And, we've got 2 sides of this pay plan. You can talk about your true and authentic product experience, and we pay 20 to 25%. You can build a team of like-minded individuals that want to go out and change the world together, and there's a lucrative compensation plan attached to that. Both pieces of the compensation plan are lucrative, and really it's a meritorious system that the more effort and energy and work and care you put into it, that is how you are rewarded. So as we finish up tonight here, Allison and Jared, if somebody was on the fence, if somebody was considering Perium and they had not yet made up your mind, I would love for each of you to take a few moments here and just share what you would share with that person.
Okay, so I would share to just trust, allow this into your life. Just trust it. Just give it a chance, because once you experience, actually your authentic voice comes through naturally. You want to share anything that you do that feels so good. You are going to exude and share about it. So I just encourage everyone, tries it for themselves. I love the customer route, try it for yourself. Don't even think about it as a business, because I think it's so important that you have an authentic experience, but also that, well, trust is a huge thing. Trust in the person who's sharing this with you, that they care so much about you, and that everyone could do this. So finding your authentic voice is the number one, and really just trusting your mentor to guide you. I think was just such a huge part of why we are so successful, was we learn to trust and share from our heart.
Awesome. Jared.
I think, the sooner you could shed any, information you've read about network marketing that it is somehow nefarious or anything like that, and just really learn and discover the perks of Perium, not only about the products, how they're life-changing, but just all the amazing qualities of the opportunity, you could really up level very quickly. And if you're passionate about healing yourself, healing others, healing the planet, disrupting the toxic food supply, if you're passionate about these things and you want to earn an income while fighting that fight, then there's a possibility, because that's what we're doing every day, and we're healing the planet one gut at a time.
And this is for everyone. Every one of us can inspire someone. And I think it's our duty. We need all the colors of the rainbow and all the different people's voices out there.
Absolutely. Well, we're a little over on time, but I've got to ask you just one more question. Some people say that Perium is like a personal development plan where you actually get paid to grow. Does that resonate with you? Just talk about the growth you've experienced personally as a human being these last few years.
100%. It's 100% that. It's crazy to me. I still pinch myself, like, how is this business and this personal development free? People pay thousands of dollars for these programs and coaches and mentorship and everything. And this is just, we have this incredible system that every person who trusts, because that it comes from, you have the willingness, but if you have a willingness to grow as a person, this is the best vehicle I could ever imagine.
Yeah. We've discovered that everyone is exceptional in some way. And what this allows you to do is
find your own.
Be passionate, focus on your passions while building a passive income. So you don't have to worry about paying your bills, and you could focus on your art, your creativity, and your true passions, saving the planet, saving each other.
There's so much value in all of these calls. So just there's so much at our fingertips that we have access to that just betters us every single day.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for being with us here tonight. I think it's 3 hours past. I think it's almost 9:30, 10 o'clock there where you are. And I really appreciate you being on. I appreciate you always sharing from the heart, true and authentically and vulnerably, because it takes a lot of bravery to do that. And you set a shining example for those that face a little fear when it comes to doing that. And you show that you can push past that fear, do it anyway, and make a very big difference. So I want to thank you so much for being the incredible couple that you are, doing this business together and changing the world. Again, get back with that person who invited you onto this call. They've got a gift code for you, and we are ready for you. We're ready to do big things, even bigger things this year, helping so many more people. So many people need what we have, and we want to share that responsibility, pay that forward, get these products and this business model into their lives. Thank you again so much for being on, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much.
Amy. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Amy.
Thank you. Be healthy, be safe. Bye for now.
Bye for now.